Before we get started, before I bring up the actors, I wanted to introduce those of you guys who don't know. This is Dina Summerhalder, as we like to call her, our preferred Summerhalder.
Hi guys, I wanted to take a second, and we all came together for a common cause this weekend, and it's been awesome. And I wanted to have you guys help us say a great big thank you and a round of applause, and stand up and just Anna and Alexis, come up here. Come on. So the Epic team, Alexis Arnold, Anna Owen, and they're amazing. I mean, guys, it's been amazing. And they don't get enough credit for what they've done, so I want us to give them that credit right now. So remember that. Remember how you feel today when you make those plans to come in December. So have a great evening, and thank you all for coming to see us at our booth. And I'm giving the mic back to the woman in charge.
I'm just trying to make things happen here before the sky opens up and pours down on us. It is my great honor to invite some of my very best friends on the planet to the stage. Candice King, Kayla Ewell, Marguerite MacIntyre, and Michael Trevino. This panel's gonna be a fun one, because we're just hanging out.
That's right.
And the wind has me
as long as the rain holds up.
It's or Daisy Jones.
Thank you.
It's the Daisy Jones wind.
Thank you.
Working.
I love it. I love it. You guys are already lining up with your questions, so I'm gonna make this part quick. How was your weekend, y'all?
Amazing. It was so fun. Marguerite, this was your first panel.
Her first convention.
She was awesome,
First
right?
convention, first round, hanging out.
You make me want to come back.
We've got her on the convention tours now. Well, I guess we should begin by paying homage, finally, to this little town of Covington that was our home for many, many years. Do you guys have specific memories of running around this town outside of, other than, the regular filming grind, what do you guys think made this place so special and so perfect for this show?
It was just nice. It wasn't a set. I mean, it was like an actual small town, and it was so easy to forget. I say it a lot. It was so easy to forget we were filming a TV show that people would watch, because our lives were very relaxed here in Atlanta. And especially when we filmed in Covington, we were just bopping around. We'd pop into scoops. They do big events in that square and big scenes and parties and make it all Christmassy during the holidays. And, it just was always, it felt very much like a second home. And there's not one specific memory. I just get this sense, this feeling whenever I'm back here.
I remember being chained up in the sheriff's office. And my husband was shooting that day. He was working on the show in the camera department. And he was in a foul mood. He's a really nice guy, right?
Canadian. He's Canadian.
He's Canadian. He's never been mean.
He's never been mean. No, yeah, eh? He's a nice Canadian fella. Anyway, so he was in a bad mood. And I'm I'm on the floor, locked in my arms are behind my back. This is dude, we're lighten up. So I remember that, but I was also I loved the sheriff's office. I liked working in locations. Sets are great, but I just liked being on a location. It just makes everything more fun and more real, and going into the scoops, and I loved it. I loved the whole place.
I remember in season 1, it was about episode 4 or so, that there's a scene where Vicky's on the top of a building with Damon and Stefan, and the entire town square is lit up, and we're all on wires, and I'm looking around this beautiful town square, and I went, wow, I can't believe this place actually exists. I mean, it's almost like it was written, you know? I mean, it was so stunning. So to be able to be back here with all of you and be in this town square, it's pretty magical. It's really fun.
It's so wild to me that this town existed for real. I'm just cutting Trevino off because he looked at me like he didn't know what to say. I'm saving you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. No, it's all been said.
Anytime.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I think it's crazy that this little town not only has this like perfect, picturesque, and very memorable town square. Whenever I see the Covington town square in other shows or movies, I'm like, well, now I just know it's Mystic Falls. I'm just waiting for a vampire. But it also had like the Lockwood Mansion. Like it's wild that this town had everything that you guys needed.
And that house was amazing. Like, that was a real house. With this like fabulous couple that lived there who would always bake us things every time we were there, like little breads and little pastries. And they had these mean swans in the backyard that you wouldn't want to be around. The other thing I realized today, because we went into the town square, which I didn't do last time, and there's like 2 of the stores where you can go buy some really fun Vampire Diaries merch. And one is in the alley. And I just like immediately started walking down there going like, oh, I did not like the, like.
So much bloodshed occurred in the alley.
It was so, like whenever there was a scene in the alley, it was like you're either making out or murdering someone. And both were a pain in the ass to film. So.
They're my 2 favorite hobbies. I don't know what you're talking about.
The blood bags shop? Huh? He asked if we tried the blood bags in the alley shop. Do you work there?
Well, shout out.
Sounds like if anybody would like a fruit punch blood bag. Okay, guys. All right. It sounds like you guys want to participate. So why don't we bring down 2 people to the mic? And I'm going to ask one more question, and then we will get started with you guys. Because we've spent the last few days, for those of you guys who don't know, while you guys are all up here, when they're hiding us, they hide us away upstairs we've been in 2 science classrooms all weekend, which
Studying
a little bit like my recurring high school nightmare. So I wanted to ask you guys, in the spirit of all of that, of all of the characters that you can remember from all the shows, which one do you think you would have been most likely to have been friends with in high school? That means it's a good question.
It is.
I'm really proud of myself.
No,
I got him.
I think
I would have been.
Bonnie.
I would have been friends with Caroline.
Aww.
I mean that because any type of, I feel like if I was in high school and Caroline was there, there'd be some type of activity or some type of party or gathering, and Caroline would probably be setting that up, or she'd be the one to talk to get in and know what's what and where and who and why. And so I'd be like, okay, yeah, we got to be friends with her. We got to be friends with Caroline. Like that's where the party's going to be at, or she'll know all the info.
Also, not because she'd do your homework for you?
That too could help. Yeah.
I think Bonnie, and then I wouldn't have been competitive with Rebecca. I just would have wanted her to like me so bad.
So
and I just would have
bad.
been like, you're in charge, tell me what to do. I want to dress like you and be you.
How do you do your hair?
I saw Rebecca wearing flip-flops and camo shorts and camo pants, so then I got flip-flops and camo pants.
Oh my God. I have a weird answer because I feel like, I mean, all these characters I would have loved to have been friends with any of them, but I think I would have been slightly obsessed with Klaus. He never would have been friends with me. He would never.
Marguerite loves older men.
But I literally would never. I would never be cool enough for somebody like that to give a crap about me. But I would be like, he's so artistic and he's so smart. A little bloody, a little tough. But I mean, I just would have been fascinated by that guy. I would have been wishing he would like pay the slightest attention to me.
I feel like my answer is really boring, but my honest answer would be Bonnie. She seems like such a loyal friend and a good person, right? And so, like, I think I'd try to make her my friend.
This doesn't say anything good about me, but I feel like I probably would have been friends with Jeremy.
So are you saying you would be Vicky?
No, yeah, maybe.
It's not a bad choice.
Not bad at all. Way worse hair. Okay, we'll get started on questions. You're sparkly, so I'm going to let you go first.
All right, hi guys.
Hi. And tall, so bend down and get your. There.
Okay. I'm Reagan. I love all of you guys. And in the show, you guys all had very dramatic scenes, whether it was like a small scene or it was a big scene. I wanted to know, how did you guys prepare for those like emotional and like big scenes that you guys were in?
What, a lot of preparation, I guess. Yeah, I'll take this one. I think because I'm always asked about that first werewolf transformation, and like Candice, you were with me on that day, or at least the second day, and so it was like she was very being there for me and comforting, and so like that was pretty real on the day, and so. We got help from our Lucina, she's local from around these parts. And
Lucina is an incredible acting coach who works out of Covington. If any of you guys are actors, look into it.
Yes, please. She's great.
I'm free promo. Over
yeah,
here.
Please do. Yeah, and she'd really help us out, and she helped me out with that. But I think we all had each other's backs and anything heavy.
Similar to your answer, definitely. Really good question, by the way. Vicky changing into a vampire, very first human to change into a vampire, right, on the show, and so felt like I was establishing what that would be like.
You were.
And so that was, a tall order, a lot on my shoulders. And yeah, a long time to prepare for that, just to make sure it was good, and had lots of fun with it too.
She was like, how can I do this in a way that no one else will ever compare?
Maybe dance half naked with Ian?
Not bad.
Would that work?
Well, you're the one who had to cry all the time, so maybe you should answer.
No, it really started with me realizing that I had to take my contacts out because they really sucked up all the tears into my eyeballs. Now, I really dislike crying in front of people. In like a workplace, and so that's not. When it comes to acting, that is not my favorite thing to do. I think what was really beautiful about having the opportunity to be on a really long-running show is that you have these vulnerable relationships with everyone around you. So there is kind of this safety. You're able to have like a secret language where you can look at someone and know how they're feeling. Whether they're cranky, whether they need a sandwich, or whether they're making space for you guys to be able to share a moment for a television show and do your job. And so I feel like having, to what Trevino was saying, being able to look at the person in front of you and know them so well and know that it was a safe place to kind of do your job in a short amount of time, whether it was crying over a death or being really scared and having to run for your life, just kind of exploring both extreme feelings was really nice.
Yeah, no, I said this earlier. One of the, just technically, so much is aided by every scene is about what you want. Like, what do you want in the scene? Like, I want you to love me. I want you to whatever I want. So when you think about what you're trying to get, you're not thinking about yourself anymore, and that makes everything easier. So your preparation has so much to do with what you want and what you want from that person you're in the scene with, and then all that generosity comes into play, and you get to really make something beautiful.
Thank you so much. That was a great question. Hi.
Hi, my name's Carly. I just wanted to thank you guys for making this the best 19th birthday ever.
Happy birthday!
My question is for Candice. Do you wish Caroline and Haley would have gotten to have like a mother bond together, like mom friends?
I've never been asked that question before. And yeah, I love Phoebe, so that would have been really fun to work with her. Sorry, my wind machine.
Sorry about my wind machine.
It would have been fantastic. Love a mom friend. We'd just be momming,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Paige, and my question is, if you had any piece of advice that you've been given or you would want to pass on to somebody, what would that be?
I'll just say with the first one that popped in my head is one of my favorite quotes and from a book, and it's never too late to have a happy childhood. So take that in for whatever that would mean for you.
That was
That's a good one. You know what? Honestly, you know what popped into my head? Truly, was some advice that your dad gave you, Candice, that I've heard you say several times. Is that no doesn't mean no; it just means not yet. And I've told myself that, and
Sometimes no means no. Just for the record.
Yikes.
Thank you, Carina. You're right. Anyway, okay, never mind.
There's life and then there's consent. But those are two very different conversations.
In life, no means not yet.
Thank you. Someone else go now.
I remember, like, as an actor, I had a teacher who was like, go to work, don't complain, show up on time, know what you're doing, don't be a problem, do your homework, and that will make your career, literally. And it's true, because so much about any job you have is that somebody wants to hire you again. And that's in life too. And I was like, oh yeah, it's literally basic, but it's a really good thing to remember. Just go, do your thing, be groovy, don't be a problem, and it's gonna be good for you. So I was always like on time and prepared and ready to go, and it worked out.
Thank you so much.
Got any advice, Trevino?
Listen, everybody out there, just be kind to yourself, huh? That's it.
Trevino, I have one for you.
Oh boy.
And it was really sweet. I like that Sesame Street has like the characters tweet things, and Cookie Monster said, "Don't be sad because Cookie is gone. Be happy because Cookie happened."
Oh my God.
And as someone, you love chocolate chip cookies.
That's my tattoo. That's my first tattue, actually, is what that's going to be.
This is like the longest running
I'll put
bit
it here.
in history. I know you weren't asking me, but I actually have some advice that I think you guys will like. Two pieces of advice about working in an artistic and collaborative setting, like we all do. One of them is to always take the work seriously, but never take yourself seriously, which was always what I really tried to do on the originals when things got hairy. And then the other one, don't laugh at me, but I believe it's a piece of advice that Ben Affleck gave Matt Damon. Not like in a movie, but like in life, which is to judge the people that you work with by their best ideas and never by their worst ideas. Because I think that in this industry, you have to feel free to tell people your worst ideas. And I'd rather have 100 bad ideas and 5 good ones than, 10 okay ideas. Yeah, like it always just feels like you can build on people's bad ideas and make room for them and find real gems in between.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. My question is for Candice and Marguerite. So, I think everybody needs closure. What was in your letter to Caroline?
Burn it.
And if you can't remember, just make something up and make it sound.
You could ask this all the time.
I do.
Really?
The short answer is I don't know. But because I didn't write that, I didn't write on the show.
I mean, nobody wrote a letter. Like, there was no letter.
There was a letter, and I didn't. I mean, I'm just saying, I think, like, wasn't it Melinda Sue Taylor, I think, wrote the episode?
Yeah, but like nobody wrote down anywhere what that letter said.
Well,
right?
I talked to her,
Oh.
and so she's a mom, and so I'm going to give you an approximation of something that I'm making up
this
right
is why
now.
you need to come to conventions. People have been waiting for this for years.
And by the way, I'm making it up now, so if it's terrible, I'll try to come back to another convention and do a better version. But I think if I were Sheriff Forbes and I were in that position and I was talking to my beautiful, delightful daughter, I would say, "Dear Caroline, I'm so proud of you. I love you. I want you to have the most wonderful life in all the world. You have great friends. Let them love you and support you and raise you up and help you find your way and live your dreams and have love and people and food and travel and all the things you want in this world. And I will be with you every second of the way. forever. I love you. I wouldn't say Sheriff Forbes there, because that seems kind of formal. I love you, Mom.
Oh, beautiful. Oh,
We're crying over here.
man. Come on.
Amazing question. You just got the tea.
Hi, my name's Alice, and I love that. Thank you so much. And, so my question to you guys is, do you remember the first time you ever got recognized as your characters? And do you remember that feeling of like, wow?
I got a massage. It was when I had a day off here, and I went in, and it was great. It was a great massage. And then afterwards, they're like, "Oh, do you feel relaxed?" And I sat up and was like, "Yeah, that was so great, thank you." And she went, and it was the first time I really got recognized, and I was just like in a towel or blanket, and I was like, "Thank you. This is." I don't know, it's too many feelings, like I need you to go now, but thank you. I made it, but I'm also very naked and vulnerable under this blanket. So that was my first time. Anyone else?
It's hard to top.
I was at In-N-Out Burger. If you know me, I love cheeseburgers. And I was at In-N-Out Burger, and it was like, I think right after the first episode it aired, and someone freaked out who worked at In-N-Out. And I was like, does that mean I get a free burger? And they're like, no. Cool, thanks. Recognized all the time.
They don't remember.
I don't actually remember. I do remember
We should get to
one
more
time
questions.
one time I got recognized or something when I was in an airport bathroom, and I just remember being like, guys, it's the bathroom. Could we have waited until we were like just outside that door? But I know people mean well, but I was a little uncomfortable. They're like, can we get a picture? I was like, I think we need to step out for that. Let's do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Maddie. I was actually just going to ask that. So here's my backup. When you get in your car, what's your go-to song?
Mine's been Cruel Summer lately. I've been really into Cruel Summer.
We're Candice and I are preparing for our concert experience.
That isn't everybody. Like, same.
This sounds so lame, but I have a new baby, so I really like silence in my car. So I literally, when I get in my car, I'm like, oh, it's so quiet. That's my honest answer. I'm sorry.
I honestly, I'm usually listening to some podcasts more than music, but like if I'm specifically music, it's probably some drum and bass DJ. Sorry, that's it. Yeah, it's going fast. It's something electronic that's making
So not T-Swift?
making your heart race. No, that's not
Wow.
T-Swift. Yeah. Wow, good one. That was good. Inside joke.
Thank you so much. That was a great
Thanks.
question.
Yeah.
Hi, I love all you guys so much. My name's Leah. My question's for Kayla, Michael, and Carina, or whoever wants to chime in.
We got a Roswell question. I was like, what do we have in common?
I was wondering what the decision-making process was behind pairing Vicky and Tyler together in the afterlife at the end of the show. And because personally I think she deserved a little bit better.
Fuck. Like what?
I did not write on the Vampire Diaries, so I can't tell you that, but I am personally offended.
I'm so sorry. I love you so much.
How much better we talking?
I'm just thinking back to first season Tyler,
Oh, everybody's on board all of a sudden.
I mean, okay, let's be real. You weren't that nice in season 1, right?
We all have issues. The man,
that's true.
from a
Actually,
very.
that's true.
So
He was a
no one
gaslighter.
deserves
You're
anyone
correct.
that treats them like that. That's for sure, right? If we're talking Trevino in real life, it's a different story. right? We're talking Tyler.
Look, we all love Rob, but he had an abusive father, okay? Very aggressive, household.
The whole werewolf curse in his veins. It was really hard.
Come on. And then he's
Listen, stop making excuses for bad men.
I appreciate that question. Thank you.
Were they like together? Like, were they like holding hands? Were they like together?
No, I think no.
I think they were just looking.
No, we were just looking. We were like,
No, you know what it was? I remember. No, I remember.
that's basically what it was.
You know what it was? They were looking
Far in the distance behind a tree. That's what it was.
But I remember,
Marguerite, you know it too. That's what it's.
it's not true. Stop. Listen, I remember. They were looking on as Matt got an award, and that's what it was. So it was Tyler proudly looking at his old best friend, and Vicky proudly looking at her brother. So they were just like exes there for a ceremony.
Yeah, so not really like in a relations.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
really funny.
afterlife.
I don't think we thought they ended up like that either. I think it was just sort of like love for Matt, and I think it showed both of them at peace, right? At peace in the afterlife. And whether they were just there to celebrate Matt together.
You thought it was romantic.
I guess so. I guess I did.
Projecting.
Yeah.
Yes, guilty. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Question though.
Your turn, and I love your outfit. She looks like Daisy Jones too.
Thank you. My name is Wis Angeles. Think like Wisconsin and Los Angeles. Wis Angeles.
Was that what your parents were thinking too?
Winston and Angela combined their names.
Oh, I actually kind of love that.
Thanks. I'm sorry if I look crazy, but you just made me bawl my eyes out.
No.
Beautiful.
But y'all's relationship reminds me of me and my mom, so. Thank you.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to take a beat and ask in a second, or you want to come? It's up to you.
I'm gonna ask it.
You got it. You got this.
You got it.
If you had all of the abilities of your characters for one day, what would you do?
I had no abilities, so I'm going to leave this alone.
She would be arresting the wrong people all over the place.
100%.
I'm like, what could we can't fly. We could run very fast.
You could compel people to do.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Come on.
I'll get in trouble with my
Taylor Swift
answer.
to give you a private concert.
That's a great idea. That's a safe thing. Yeah, I would compel Taylor Swift to do a private concert. Thank you, Mom. Yes.
I'm training my Swiftie in training so well.
She's the OG Swiftie. I'm just like a newbie. I gotta admit.
We're welcoming her into the fold.
I'd go run with the wolves, man. I'd be out like in the, just climbing some mountain out in God knows what.
Such a good answer.
Thank you.
No, I honestly will have a terrible answer too. I don't know. What can a vampire do? I couldn't really compel it. I couldn't do anything. I don't know.
And all that it means is that I've not been asked that before, and I don't have a good answer for that. And I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to really think about it. So that is a great question.
They've all done so many conventions, and I had such a hard time coming up with questions that I thought I wanted to try to stump them, and that was a great one.
You stumped
really,
us.
Really killed it.
Well, thank you for trying.
Thank you.
Hi.
My question is, if you didn't act as the characters, which celebrity would you think would act the best as yours?
Is your question like who of the cast would be best in our role?
No, like
Or just
any
a
celebrity,
Oh.
except for you to play Vicky.
Oh my god.
Reese Witherspoon or Erica Jane?
Erica Jane.
I feel like Taylor Swift would play you the best, Candice.
Thank you. That would be amazing. I just love how much Taylor Swift has been brought up in our conversations.
All day, truly.
I would do a young Tom Hardy. That's what I would do. Yeah.
Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel.
Okay, sure, Jessica. Thank you, Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
Thank you. You saved me. I had no idea.
Or Scarlett Johansson.
Sure. Thank you. Perfect. Thanks.
Any middle-aged lady in Hollywood, pretty much.
Listen, we need good roles for them, so
They'd all be like, I'm lining up.
I'm available. Thank you so much. That was a great question.
Thank you. I love you guys.
Thank you.
I'm going to sneak off stage because I have a question for them while you ask your question. So this is all in your hands now.
Oh gosh.
No pressure. Please try to keep them under control for like 2 minutes.
Oh gosh. Hi, my name is Nadine. I'm from New Jersey. So first I want to say, Candice, you play such a wonderful mother, as well as you, Marguerite, in the show, as well as in real life, Candice. So with that said, my husband and I, he's sitting over there, we're expecting a baby girl.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you. So with that being said, what advice would you give a first-time parent?
Ooh, that no one really knows what they're doing, and you're gonna feel it. It's weird when all of a sudden you have this like sixth sense, and it's like your parent sense of what, it's just a knowing. And you're gonna read something or hear something from someone else. It's weird. It's like you can tell when the fever is from a tooth as opposed to an ear infection, as opposed to like a cold. You just start to have this like extra sense, and lean into it, and don't be scared of that. And then just give yourself some grace, because everyone's figuring it out. It doesn't matter if you're on your first or your 10th kid. Everyone's figuring it out. So I don't know. My mommy mantra lately has just been space and grace. Sometimes you just gotta give yourself a little grace, and sometimes you need a little space. Both are fair. Space and grace. Congratulations. For a second, I thought you were like surprising your like husband and be like, and guess what? I was like, is this a pregnancy announcement?
That would have been really good.
I've seen like TikToks where people ask Harry Styles to reveal the gender of their baby, like at his concerts. He does it all the time. It's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
That was a great question, and I think you're going to be a great mom because you kept them all in line while I stepped off the stage, and that's what it's really all about.
I appreciate that. I love you guys.
Thank you.
My name is Brandy. I'm from Georgia.
Woohoo!
And my question is for you. How do you feel about Damon turning you into a vampire and then having you killed by Elena?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It was kind of an awesome experience and probably worth it, to be honest. I feel really good about the decision. Wouldn't change a thing.
I feel like there are probably a couple of people in this room that would be like, yeah, if I got to dance in my underwear with Ian Somerhalder, but then I had to die after, yeah.
Worth it. Show of hands. Who would... I rest my case.
You guys all need to rethink your priorities. All of you.
Yeah.
Miss Lord, thank you.
This is very disappointing.
Great question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for answering it honestly.
Hi.
Hi, I'm McKenna. My question's for Candice. If Caroline wasn't turned into a vampire, what do you think would have happened to her?
She would. Dead battery. Thank you. I think. What I get told most often is, I hated Caroline in the first season, and then I liked her. So I feel like it probably just would have been more of that. Maybe people just would have thought she was really annoying the whole time.
Hello? Oh, no. Yeah, that one works now. Thank you. I would have voted for Caroline for office.
Yes. Right. I think she would have been running.
I think she would have been running some shit.
A political route. More politics, less bunnies.
Thank you.
Hi, is it okay if I record? Okay. Okay, so my question is for all of y'all, and I'm wondering what y'all's childhood dream job was before acting.
Orca trainer because of Free Willy, and then I realized that was not good, and so, and then a therapist.
You realized you were not a good orca trainer?
No, I realized It's probably not a great job.
How did you realize you
I
were
know.
How did you come to that discovery?
How did that happen?
The orcas just wouldn't listen.
I would love to see you as an orca trainer. I just have to say.
Just with the whistle.
She just likes the whistle.
My new childhood dream is to watch Candice try to train orcas. I can't even.
Everybody.
I weirdly think you'd be so good at it because you were a cheerleader and they like dance, they like swim with the whales. I feel like you'd be really good at it. I really wanted to be an entomologist, which is someone who studies bugs. I have a weird fascination with bugs. So that's what I wanted to be when I was really little.
You reminded me because like we've said this before. Mine was like a marine biologist because you had to be a marine biologist to work at SeaWorld and do the shows with Shamu. And
I want to see you both
as a younger.
swim with-
That's what I wanted to do when I was a kid.
If there is such thing as platonic soulmates, Michael Trevino and Candice King.
It's kind of true. This is true.
Really true.
100%,
We
yeah.
were brother and sister from day one.
No doubt. No doubt.
I kind of wanted to be a nurse, not because I would have been good at it, because my grandma was a nurse, and she was like so wonderful. So I think I just wanted to be like her.
Love that. Love that.
Do you like get paid every time you make me cry? Is there something happening here? Thank you so much for the question.
Thank y'all. I love y'all.
Hi.
Hi there.
So my question is for Candice and Michael. Do you think Caroline and Tyler had a good relationship, or did you think they were just not meant to be together? And that's right.
Do I think they were not meant to be together? Look, if we zoom out and we see Caroline's journey and relationships, I think that they were good for each other in that earlier part of their lives, or especially Caroline's, I feel. Because it's kind of like young sweetheart love and kind of a tragic, but you got to have a little bit of that before you grow, evolve, and start a
Why did
relationship.
they break up? I don't remember either. Why?
Klaus.
Oh, my boyfriend Klaus.
Ever heard of him? Can I just say, this is a thing I'm working on with my therapist lab recently. Two things can be true. They can have had a great relationship, and they cannot be meant for each other.
There we go.
Yeah,
there
it is.
Sometimes you got to go with the boy with the accent.
At the next
that's
convention.
The other, that's
Yeah,
the
man.
third
Sometimes this guy just rolls in.
All of those can be true.
At the next convention, I will be offering therapy sessions for the actors. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Beatriz. They already heard that a million times, but I'm sorry about my English. I'm from Brazil. And I wanted to know which is your favorite couple that your character is part of, and if you have one only couple, like which else character would you like to match up?
I'll say Tyler and Caroline, because you're here.
That's why I'm here.
The bar is so
That is
low.
so sad. I guess I'll.
Tyler, Caroline.
Because he's here.
We never had even a hashtag name. We didn't even have a character relation.
Forward.
Oh, damn it.
Do I have to remember
See, you're
everything
just digging
for
your
you
own
guys?
hole. I'm standing on the side.
Forward.
That doesn't sound good.
It does sound golfy,
How
though.
quickly we forget.
That should be our golf team name.
Forward.
Forward.
Wood.
It sounds golfy.
Yes. Yes.
Nailed it.
3 wood. 5. Yes.
Forward.
4 wood.
Okay, I'm done.
It's really good. It's really good, you guys. It's really good. I like it.
Marguerite, who would you want
Who would
your
you
character to
choose,
be?
Marguerite?
I only had one relationship at the bar with a guy called Damon. I mean, if you're stuck with Damon, I guess you're just stuck with Damon.
You guys should see the deleted scenes on that.
I would definitely choose Jeremy. Sorry, but listen, like He's so sweet, and I was really excited to see him this weekend, and I know he didn't end up coming, but I just love Stephen McQueen so much. I know we all do.
We missed him.
He's just the best, and I loved working with him. So yeah, that's what I would choose.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Lily, and my question is for Michael.
Step close to the mic. Close to the mic.
So, who is your favorite girlfriend? Like Vicky or Caroline?
You're gonna make him choose.
Who brought you cookies after you transformed into a werewolf?
Candice, it's fine. It's fine. I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it. Because I'd have to go with Caroline. Absolutely. Yeah. She's dating you think Caroline too, right? She's making mistakes over there. She should have stayed here, right?
I think y'all are the best relationship.
Thank you very much. I completely agree with you, Lily.
Thank you. Great question.
Hello, I'm Nicole from New York, and I have two 13-year-old shy girls that would not come up here. So,
hi.
Hi guys. You guys have a cool mom.
I actually have never watched the show. I
love you, by the way.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Right on.
I know nothing. I know nothing about this event. I know.
Really are a cool mom.
I know.
But in saying that, I purely did this for them, 100%. And it just makes me look around, and I know everybody else is doing that for their children. How does that fill you up when you come and do these weekends and Comic-Cons or whatever they're called? Please forgive me.
I love you.
Candice is in need of some mom friends. Do you want to hang out later?
Always. Bonded for life.
My favorite thing is hearing about the friendships that form at these events, and how over time, how little of people coming to events like this has not as much to do with us, but the friendships and bonds that they create with other people here. And I love to see that and hear people's stories. And this is where everyone gets to just experience joy. And I have my own shows that I've watched, 7 times in a row. And I have my own people that I'm like, I don't know how to talk in front of you.
You can find Candice at the Real Housewives convention.
I'm dying to go to BravoCon. I get it, guys. It's just magical, and to see so many mothers and how many photos did we take with mothers and daughters here today? It's really special.
It's funny, that's what I was gonna say, is the mother-daughter duos here, and how that's something that they love to do together. And being a mom of a daughter, how fun that would be when she's 3, so when she grows up, doing something like that together, and not just coming to the con, but traveling together and having a trip together, and the experience as a whole, I think would be highly rewarding. So I hope to have that same bond.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 2 more questions left, and they kind of have to be quick questions.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, my name's Maria. I was just wondering, Candice, behind the scenes, a lot of people played pranks on each other, and I love hearing about all of that. I'm just curious, did you have a partner in crime when you made the Ian pasties?
Just the wardrobe department.
Oh, really?
They were my partners in crime.
Did anyone keep it as a souvenir?
No, and actually, I've told this story so many times, and I'm like, damn it, if only I would have kept that Ian bra, it would have I could have sold that on eBay, bought a house.
Exactly.
Buy a boat with an Ian bra.
Oh, well, it was a great story. Thanks. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm from Mississippi, but I live in California now. And the lady that just came up, actually, I'm here with my sister, and I'm not really that familiar with the show, but I kind of did my research a little bit. So the ones that are vampires, it's a question for you guys. When you realized you were going to be a vampire, how did you feel when you had to bite and nudge someone's neck?
It's weird because especially you're like what it would be like feeding. So you'd have to, and basically it's like you're kind of just putting your mouth on someone's neck.
You have to latch.
You have to latch like a baby latch, like on a stranger's neck. It's so weird, and like because you can't give them a hickey, but you have to like pretend you're drinking. So you're kind of doing like a weird like fish mouth makeout with their neck. And it's not someone you know what I mean? It's usually, like, sometimes there'd be just, like, people who are not even saying lines, so it's just kind of even like an extra who you're literally like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm gonna put my mouth on your neck now.
Left or right.
Yeah. Weird.
Also, those teeth are sharper than you think. So when you have the teeth in and then you go to latch, you're like, oh, I really actually don't want to hurt you, but you kind of hurt them a little. But maybe they like it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good Lord.